Hi there, welcome to Clark Auction's July 27th Fine Art Auction Preview. And I'm going to share with you some of the interesting highlights in our sale. I'm going to begin with this great painting by the Austrian artist, Robert Eigner. It's done in 1929, and as you can see, it's a great composition of people in communication, done in Austria, lot 65 in our sale, and it's estimated at 1,000 to 1,500. Staying with the Germanic type of theme, we've got this great follower of Lucas Cranach of an amorous couple. It's oil on panel. It's got a really thick varnish and it's a little bit yellow, but with a little conservation, I think it will really pop. That's lot 12 and also 1,000 to 1,500 in our sale. We also have now also in the sale a Rockwell Kent. This is Girl on a Cliff, and it's just a really wonderful impression by that well-known American artist. We've had some great works by Kent in the past, even including a mirror that he did. And you can just see it's really a great etching, engraving actually by the artist. We go now to the world of maritime of Elisa Taylor Baker, a New York-born artist. This is a sloop preparing to leave a cove. He was a Mount Vernon, I think he lived in Mount Vernon as well. This is lot 9, and we've got 2, and this has been actually in a collection in Mount Vernon for over 125 years. So we're staying with the theme of maritime, and we're going to go to this really wonderful highlight in the sale, lot 22 by Edmund Darch Lewis. We actually have 2 works by the artist. This is estimated at 3,000 to 5,000, comes from a local maritime collection. And this is probably Narragansett Bay where he was known to paint, so that you can get your Rhode Island view here. There's some really wonderful little houses, a church along the coast, and maybe somebody knows what that church is. And going to an Italian artist, we've got Tommaso de Simone. This is the bombardment of Alexandria in 1882. The Brits like to do that in the 19th century, so Alexandria. And this is lot 68 in the sale, and really a wonderful depiction of military in action, and that's lot 68, and we've got an estimate at 8 to 1,200. Shifting gears, we're going to go to the world of pulp art and the work of William Reisig. This is a Brawl in Venice. He was really well known for doing pulp cover illustrations, and this is just a great mixed media work by the artist. You can really see that he's captured a real battle between the sexes there. We also have another Baker actually in the sale. And like I said, these have been in a private collection in Mount Vernon for over 125 years. So there's a little bit more to be seen with the restoration. We now are going to go to a more contemporary artist, William Stiegler. He's an American born in 1962, and he's known for doing these kind of minimalist industrial works. This is lot 40 in the sale, and it's called Green Machine, done in 2008, with an estimate of 1,000 to 15. One of the really works that I really love in the sale is lot 45 by Thomas Barrel, the German artist. He was trained as a textilist, and he really became fascinated with repetitiveness and grid. You have the Volkswagen Beetle here, which is called VW Red. This was done in 1969, and this is number 16 of 25. So a really rare print. You Volkswagen enthusiasts should really go for this work. And as you can see, the big Beetle is made up of little Volkswagen Beetles, and it's just really a fun pop art kind of work. Sorry about that. And we have a little highlight in our next sale, one of 3 Purvis Youngs that we're going to have in September, so this is just a teaser. But we'll move on to a great work, a photograph by the British artist David Gamble. This is Andy Warhol in his living room, and this is a chromogenic print done in 2004, and it's one of 25. We had one several months ago, and this is a large, great version. Looks great for your living room. Moving along, we've got a really dark image here but this is great Chinese school, 19th century Wampu anchorage, Chinese school, lot 34. It's difficult to see, but you know, your restorers, your dealers, you're gonna have to go for it because it's really got some great detail of ships at anchorage. It's lot 34. We're going to this really intimate and charming work by Jack Casanetto. He's a plein air artist who unfortunately died in 2018 from California. And this is looking at Marion from Angel Island, done in 1997. It's oil on board, a really great plein air work by a really wonderful tonalist artist. We go now to another small painting. This is from a White Plains collection, lot 46. And this is by Jean-Jacques Henner, who's well known for portraits of women. And this is a woman with a headscarf. Just a charming, really great depiction by Henner. Now going on, we've got this other great Edmund Darch Lewis. This is more of his Hudson River type painting. This is lot 21 in the sale, and we've got an estimate of 2 to 3. Above that, we've got lot 47 in the sale, which is by William Matthew Pryor, and this is Washington's tomb at Mount Vernon. There's several versions of this work, and this one I think's just got that bit more with the figures going in front of the tomb there that you don't see in other versions, and it does seem to have a label on the back that it was probably exhibited at a museum. Now, an artist you may be familiar with that we've had in the past is Peter Paskas. This is Peter Paskas III, born in 1969, and he's just a great little realist kind of house scenes, and you get 2 in the lot 4, and it's 6 to 900 for the 2. I'm going to end up with this really great equestrian painting by William A. Sexty. The horse is Saucebox, which won the Doncaster St. Leger in 1855. And this comes from also the White Plains collection. And we've got an estimate of 2 to 3,000 on this. Okay, we're now in the main gallery, and I'd like to focus on a few of the great works that we have in the main gallery. And I'd like to start with this Rolf Scarlett. He's a Canadian-born artist who ended up in New York City, and he was one of the founding artists of Guggenheim's collection. And this is done in the 1950s. Obviously, it looks like a Pollock, and it is splatter art, but it's a really great picture at an important period for this artist. Moving along, we've got some other great works. Above that, we've got Nora Azuma, who's a Japanese American. This was done in 1965, and again, a great period for the artist. This is a seriograph, which is what he's known for, and it's lot 35 in the sale. And as we move along, just to give you a smattering of what we've got great works by the German artist Max Pechstein. This is After the Bath, done in 23. We've got great lithographic posters from France. And we're moving along and kind of giving you a teaser of a large work by Beverly Pepper. And we have several works in this sale by the German-American artist Monica Misselbeck. This is Jack and the Beanstalk, and it is done in 1987, and it's from a series of children's kind of folklore and stuff, and a really great, vibrant textural work by her. And then we move on to having other great large works in the sale. You've got your minimalist, you've got contemporary, you've got 19th century works by British artists, old masters. And then we even have this great lot 62 of a beach scene by Gaston Sabre, and it's estimated 1,000 to 1,500. Another picture that I think is kind of quirky and fun is lot 8 in the sale, and this is by Umberto Balducci, and it's an office interior with clients selecting fabric. So I think it's just a great fun picture, and it's lot 8, and we've got a mere 3 to 500 on it. We've got more maritime pictures, another picture by the son of Tommaso, Antonio, And this is a really interesting local work by Luman Martin Winter. And this is a mountainous landscape, a really large work. He was in New Rochelle. I also like to point out two large works by the contemporary artist Janet Jennings. This one is of Wainscott Pond in the Hamptons. She is a Hampton artist. And we also have another large work by her of Bridgehampton Farm. I'd like to end up, after looking at those great impressionistic paintings, this print by Walter Williams, the African-American artist, and this is called Roots, done in 1965. It's a really rare print. We've got it estimated at 600 to 900. It's lot 52. We do have a few bits of issues on it, but what a great artist and a really rare print. With that, I'd just like to say, look at our catalog at Clark NY for all the details on everything we have in the sale and photographs. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us an email or a call. And we do have 3 days of preview before, which I always recommend to see things firsthand. And good luck at the auction, and thank you for watching.